morning to all. My name is Samsura. I am studying 8th class. A fool entered and said to his wife, "The landlords come get the money you set aside." Mooney had did sleeping. She turned around and said, "But there are only 3 rupees. If you give them to them, where is the bank?"
Good morning to everyone. My name is Hansika. How will you get through these January nights in the fields? For a moment, Halku stood hesitating. Without a blanket, he couldn't possibly sleep in the fields at night. But the landlord wouldn't be put off. Coaxing her, Halku said, "Come on, give it to me. I'll figure out some other plan." Mundi said angrily, You just tell me what other plan is found. Is somebody going to give you a blanket? Give up this tender farming. The earth's killing me. Whatever you harvest goes up to pay the errors. We are born just to keep paying off debts.
Namaste to all, my name is Vincent. Sadly, Halku said, "Then I will have to put with his abuse." Losing her temper, Mully said, "Why should he abuse you? Is this his kingdom?" But as she said, it her own legs. The better truth in Halku's words came challenging at her last a beast. She went to the machine in the hall, took out the money and handed it over to Halku. Halku took the money and went outside, looking as though.
Good morning to one and all. My name is Kanur.
Hulk took the money and went outside. Look as though he was tearing his heart out and giving it away. Had said that money from his work, piece by piece, for his blanket. With every step, his head sank lower under the burden of his power.
Namaste to one another. My name is Archana. A dark January night, even the stars seemed to shiver at the edge of this field. Underneath a shelter of kenny leaves, Hulk lay shivering on a bamboo cot, wrapped up in his old burlap shawl. Underneath the cloth, his friend's Jabber, the dog, was wrapping with the muzzle pressed into his belly. Neither one of them could sleep. Hulk curled up.
Namaste to all. My name is Isis. Halku pulled up, drawing his knees close against his chin, and said, "Hold, Rava, didn't I tell you in the house you could lie in the paddy straw? So why did you come out here? Now you will have to bear the cold. There's nothing I can do." Rava waggled his tail without getting.
Namaste to one and all. My name is Sri. Namaste to one and all. My name is Vivek. Haku reached out his hand and patted Jabra's back. Jabra looked at him with eyes overflowing with love. "You have to put up with just one more cold night. Tomorrow I will spread some straw. You won't feel the cold then." Jabra put his paws on Haku's knees and brought.
Namaste to one and all. My name is Sasha. Haku felt his warm breath. Soon Hulk lay down and made up his mind to sleep, no matter the cold. But a minute later, his head began to hurt. He turned from side to side, but the cold continued to taunt him. When he could not longer breathe, It has generally picked Jabber up and started painting his head. The dog's body have gave often a sting, but all too hungry.
We have to pick up with the jester one more and go like tomorrow. Some jesters and you should feel the cold then. And Jabir nicked his on the both of his clothes and it is warm breathing and so laid down and made up his to sleep no matter the cool. And but a minute later his head became the rose and he cried for sight.
One and all, my name is Dimple. I am studying class. When he could no longer bear it, gently picked Jabra up and started patting his head. The dog's body gave off a stick and Halku hugging him that expressive and happiness he hadn't felt for months. He embraced him with the same affection he could have felt for a brother or
Namaste to all, my name is Namse. Suddenly Japra packed up some noise outside. Springing up, he ran out of the shelter and began to bark. Halku whistled and called him several times, but Jabra would not come back to him. He went on barking and running around to the furrows of the field. He would come back for a moment, then dash off again. Another hour passed. The night fanned up the cool wind. Halku sat up and bringing both knees tight against his cheek and hid his face between them. It seemed as
Namaste to one and all. This is Narashri from class 8. Another hour passed the night. It seems as through ice rather than blood filled his veins. He leaned back to look at the skies. How much of the night was still left? Only a stone throw from Halku's field, there was a mango grove. Halku thought, if I get a pile of leaves, I can make a fire of them and keep warm. Of course, there's a chance some animals is finding in the field, waiting, but I can't sit here any longer. My name is Saranya. My name is Saranya. I'm from class 8. He ripped up some slacks from a neighbor field, made a broom out of them, and picking up a lighted cow duck cake went towards the grove. Jabber watched him coming and ran to him, wagging his tail. Halku said, I could not stand it anymore. Jabber, come along, let's go into the orchard and gather the leaves to warm ourselves with. When we are toasted, we will come back and sleep. The night still for. Good morning to one and all. My name is Vandana. I am studying in 8th class. Jabbar night is undoubtedly today. Our change have let fire down on the ground. Been grand time we had great this hand very far from the feet. Namaste to all. My name is Mahalakshmi. I am from class 8. In a little while, the fire was burning merrily. The flame leapt upwards. In the flickering light, the luminous trees of the globe looked as though they were carrying the vast darkness on their heads. Halku sat before the fire and let it warm him. After a while, he took. Namaste to one. Namaste to all. My name is Gayatri. Halku sat before the fire and let it warmed him. After a while, he took off his shawl and tucked it behind him. Then he spread out both feet as through challenging the cold to do its worst. He said to Jabra, "Will Jabra, you are not cold now, are you?" Jabra barked as through to say, "How?"
Hello everyone, my name is Chaitanya Kirtana from class. The leaves were all burned up. Darkness covered the orchard again. Under the ashes, a few embers smoldered. Halku wrapped himself up in his shawl again and sat by the warm ashes, humming a tune. The fire had warmed him through, but as the cold began to spread, he felt drowsy. Gabra gave a loud barkness and ran towards the field. Halku realized that a pack of wild animals.
Good morning to all. My name is Shivangal. Gave a loud bark and ran towards the field. Halku realized that a pack of wild animals had probably broken it into the field. They might be Nilke. He distinctly heard the noise of their moving around the nibbling. He thought, knowing Jabra, around no animals can get into the field. He dripped into sheets. I must have been mistaken.
Namaste to all. My name is Arvind. He shouted, "Jabra, Jabra." Jabra went on barking and did not come to him. Again there was the sound of munching and crunching in the field. He could not have been mistaken this time. It really hurt to think about getting up. Halku was so comfortable there that it seemed intolerable to go to the field in the cold and chase after animals he didn't steal. Jabra started barking again.
Namaste, my name is Umar. Jabra started barking again. There were animals eating his crop just when it was ready. What a fine crop it was, and these cursed animals were destroying it. With a warm resolve, he got up and took a few steps. But suddenly a blast of wind pricked him like a scorpion's sting. So he went back and sat again by the extinguished fire. He stirred up the ashes to warm his chained body.
This is Samira from class 8. Jabbar was breaking his lunch out the Niga, where he was standing his field, but folks down since had.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shivani. When he woke up, the sun was high, and Munni was shouting, "Do you think you are going to sleep all day?" We had a fine time while the whole field was being planted. Halku got up and said, "Then you have just come from the field."
My name is Samara Masai Ganesh. And you could sleep like that. Munni cried. Halku, shout and excuse. I nearly died and just managed to get through the night. And you worry about your crop. I had such a pain in my belly. I cannot describe it. Then the two of them walked to the edge of their land. The whole field had been trampled and jabbed.
Good morning everyone, my name is Ashwin. The whole field had been trampled and Jabra was stretched out underneath the shelter as though he were dead. They continued to stare at their ruined field. Munni's face was shadowed with grief, but Halku was content. Mully said, now you will have to hear your full out to learn money to pay off the next rent and taxes. With a contented smile. Halku said, but I won't have to sleep nights out here in the cold.
Good morning everyone, my name is Rishka from class 8. What can we start to read a rich harvest? What are the benefits of planting a tree? Read this poem and to find out many planting a tree is a important date. What does he planted? Who planted a tree? He planted a friend of sun and sky. He planted the flag of peace tree. He, the step of beauty, towering high. He planted a home.
For song in Malal born of bird in hushed and happy twilight heard, that treble of heaven's harvest. These things he plants who plant a tree. What does he plant? Who plants a tree? He plants cool shade and tender rain and seed and bud of days to be. Years that fade and fresh again.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Moshika from class 8. He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest heritage, the harvest of a coming age. The joy that unborn eyes shall see. These things he plants who plants a tree. What does he plant? Who plants a tree? He plants in sap and leaf and wood, in love of home and loyalty, and forecast thought of civic good. His blessings.
My name is P. Pawan. Who in the full of his hand holds all the growth of all our land, a nation's growth from year to year.